Welcome to this exploration. Why do some rise to wealth at birth, while others never reach it despite a lifetime of effort? Is wealth truly a result of personal choice, or is it distributed within a predetermined structure that we cannot easily change? Our era speaks of equality of opportunity, but the gap at the starting line has expanded to an extreme level today. In the past industrial society, there was a belief that mobility was possible through education and hard work alone. That belief worked to an extent. However, today, asset markets and financial structures have become far more complex. It has become difficult to close the gap with labor income alone. Asset wealth grows faster than salaries in this age. At the same age, some start with hundreds of millions in assets, while others begin their lives burdened by debt. This difference stems from structural conditions. Parents' assets, education, and networks determine your very starting line. This starting line determines the initial pace, and this gap only creates a larger divide as time passes by. The greatest illusion of our time is the simple belief that anyone can become rich through mere hard work. Effort is essential. However, effort without understanding the structure is merely energy spent without a clear direction. Studies by global institutions show that asset gaps expand much faster than the simple gap in annual salaries. Assets give birth to more assets, and networks create larger opportunities. This is the inherent power of the structure. No matter how hard you try, if you are in a structurally disadvantaged position, your efforts do not accumulate. This is the power of the structure. It shapes the environment in which our personal efforts are rewarded or lost. So we must ask, is wealth decided solely by structure? Is personal choice truly meaningless? The answer is complex. Wealth is created within a structure, but utilizing that structure is a matter of choice. Choice determines your direction. Structure determines the starting line, but the direction and speed of your journey are determined by personal choices. Consider Warren Buffett. He was exposed to a financial environment from an early age through his father's business. This was clearly an advantageous structure, yet there were choices he made that structure alone cannot explain. He understood the power of compounding and chose long-term investment over short-term gains repeatedly from a young age. Among many in the same structure, he became the best investor due to consistent choices made upon that foundation. Now, look at Oprah Winfrey. She started from an extremely disadvantaged structure, growing amidst poverty and discrimination. However, she chose to turn her stories into empathy assets. She became someone who connects human emotions and stories. As a result, she became a global icon. There are moments when personal choice truly overcomes even the worst structure. Ask yourself now, are you interpreting your situation only as a fault of the structure, or are you exploring choices? Many stop because of the structure, but others repeat small different choices in the same structure to change position. The difference is not one grand decision, but the direction of many small choices made every single day of life. Structure may trap you, but choice moves you. Structure sets the starting point, but choice changes the trajectory. Structure limits you, but choice allows you to utilize those limits. Remember these 3 sentences as you move. Wealth is neither pure choice nor pure structure. It is the result of repeated choices made upon a specific structure. If you ignore the structure, you misjudge reality. If you ignore choice, you abandon all your potential possibilities. The real key is to understand the structure accurately and continuously repeat the most advantageous choices within it. The change you will gain is clear. First is a change in perception. You will see the structure objectively. Second is a change in strategy. Instead of blaming conditions, you will design possible choices within those conditions. Finally, it is a change in action. Your decisions will be based on structural understanding, not just emotional reactions. Will you stop while blaming the structure, or will you understand it and move? This answer defines your future. Remember, wealth is not born. It is created by choices made upon a structure. Structure does not stop you, choices do. Make one more choice today before blaming the environment. That choice might be the key to changing your bank balance. Economic wisdom begins with recognizing the invisible hands of structure and the powerful hand of personal choice in life. From a global perspective, the patterns of wealth remain remarkably consistent across different cultures and eras of time. Throughout history, those who mastered the structure of their time were the ones who achieved lasting prosperity and fame. In our fast-paced modern world, the ability to adapt to changing structures is the ultimate competitive advantage for us. Developing a wealth mindset requires more than just greed. It requires the intellectual depth to see the world as it is. Strategic silence and reflection are often more valuable than frantic activity. Know when to think and when to act now. Capital is not just money. It is the accumulation of past choices and the leverage provided by current social structures. We operate within a social contract that defines the rules of wealth. Understanding these rules is the first step to success. Success is rarely the result of a single event. It is the result of habits formed by consistent, strategic choices daily. Networks are a critical part of the structure. They provide the access and information needed to make better choices now. The cost of ignorance is high in a complex economy. Blind effort without structural knowledge often leads to total failure. Insight is the bridge between structure and choice. It allows you to see opportunities where others only see barriers. Resilience is built when you understand that challenges are often structural and your choice is how to respond today. Wealth is a long game. It requires the patience to wait for the results of your choices to accumulate structurally. Positioning is everything. Where you place yourself within the structure determines the quality of choices available. Risk is inherent in any choice, but understanding the structure allows you to take calculated risks with higher rewards. The best investment you can make is in your own ability to think and choose wisely within any given social structure. Social mobility is still possible, but it requires a deeper level of structural awareness than in previous generations. Wealth also brings ethical responsibilities. How we use our choices to impact the structure for others is a vital question. Mastering your environment means choosing the seeds you plant and understanding the soil of the structure you work in. Success is more of a science than a mystery. It follows the predictable laws of structure and the variables of choice. Value is created when choice meets opportunity within a structure. Learning to define value is a key intellectual skill. Focus allows you to direct your limited energy toward the choices that will have the greatest structural impact over time. Ultimately, wealth is a tool. It provides the freedom to make even larger choices and impact the world around you now. You are not defined by your starting line. You are defined by the trajectory you create through your consistent choices. The intellectual path to wealth is one of constant learning, observation, and refinement of one's own decision-making. See the structure as your map. Without it, you are lost. With it, every choice you make becomes more powerful today. It takes courage to choose, especially when the structure seems overwhelming. But choice is your only true power now. Consistency is the engine of change. Small, excellent choices repeated over time create a structural force of their own. As structures evolve, new opportunities for choice emerge. Stay observant and ready to pivot your strategy as needed. In summary, the structure provides the rules, but your choices provide the play. Master both to master your destiny. True wealth is the harmony between your structural understanding and the ethical choices you make within it daily. The journey does not end with a single success. It is a continuous process of learning, choosing, and growing every day. Time is your most valuable asset within any structure. Use it wisely by making choices that reflect your potential. You now have a new perspective. Use it to navigate the structure and build the life you are meant to live. God bless. To explore these insights deeper, please subscribe. Contact Dr. James Ko at k90391198@gmail.com. Wealth. Choose success. Jichi James Ko. Philosophy. Jichi strategy. Jichi growth. Search. James Ko. Wealth structure. Financial freedom. Thank you.